Hello, Cancer. This is your extended reading. I'm actually excited for the cards that are here because the message in your extended, it's like going very deeply into the mistrust that you are having right now in regards to this other person that, in the first part we saw coming through with this two energies, the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands. So actually I'm sensing these two energies, as I said, in the first part, they could be played out by two people or one person, but specifically here, I feel like it's one person, because we're starting with the King of Swords, so it's another king. And as I said, it's like they're really good at reading you. It's like they can feel what you're feeling, and so they can adjust and respond accordingly. So not to scare you, not to make you feel like you have to be constantly on alert with them, because as I said, we ended the first part with the Seven of Swords, and here they come with the King of Swords. So it's like whatever reaction you have to them, even though what they're bringing is just love and light, which is exactly what you're looking for, but you're looking for the, it's like you're looking for the purest source of it. So it's a source that it's not embodied. But I want to say this one, whoever they are, it's like they have fragments of this source, and so they are, it's like they're really good at responding exactly the way that you need at the moment that you need. It's like whatever reaction you have, Cancer, it's just like their reaction is exactly fitting to not make you run, in a sense. Although I feel like still it's like it's this constant feeling, Cancer, of how can they be so perfect? It's like how can they say exactly what I need to hear when I need to hear? It's like you're so um you're not trusting that they could actually be bringing what you are desiring. And so whatever, it's like you're presenting them with challenges to see if they're going to fall, the next corner. So it's like you're throwing them these stones to see if they're going to catch it, and they are. And still it's like there is this back and forth. It's like you throw them with more mistrust, and they bring you even more joy and happiness and fulfillment, which is, to me, I'm like, what is this, right? Because this is where is the resonance in this? Because for me, Cancer, you are on the side that is very defensive, but they're responding with a lot of maturity. It's like they have, it's what I heard with, well, especially after the King of Swords came through, it's like they're wise beyond their ears. So perhaps because, they came through also as the Knight of Wands. So it's like they could be not like a very old person, but still their souls and what they know and what they hold inside is so mature that they feel older, right? As a king, as actually two kings. And so they're coming through with a lot of wisdom and just this, it's like they know how to lift up or light up the room, right? To lift up the energy in the room. Because they do so from a place of love. It's like all they want is to give their love to you, but still you are defensive. And so when you present them with this defensiveness, their response is one that just leaves you in awe, in shock. And I want to say, it makes you even more uncomfortable or questioning yourself, wondering if this partner, if this friend, if this parent or sibling or whoever it is, if this King of Swords is really true, it's like, is this even possible? Like a person being able to really read you. It's like I'm questioning this for you, Cancer, because you are responding with a lot of mistrust. It's just the word that I'm receiving. It's like so it comes as a shock. It comes as if it's so perfect that the next step is going to be a false one, or something will happen that will show that this person is unworthy or untrusting, or you see what I mean? Because you react with the Two of Swords and the Devil. This is you being it's like having your ears perked. It's like you have to be extra careful with them, because it's like they are this chameleon in a sense, that every situation that you present them with, it's like they can adapt so perfectly that you're just questioning if they are, if it's like who they are, who are they? It's like, how can they be so adaptable to all of my nonsense? I want to say, Cancer, it's like you're really testing them. You are really, really testing them. And so, but they respond in a way that it's brilliant. It's brilliant. It's like they can really turn you around. And it's just because I feel like they have so much energy and also so much love for you. It's like all they want is to see you, you know, light. And it's like they want to see you light up. They want to see you having fun. They want to play with you. And so this is your reaction. So these two cards, these two cards are coming through as just your ears perked, both of them. And it's like you are, it's like there is this fear hidden within you. You are afraid that if you trust them, it's like they could be a devil, you know, behind, you know, and how do you say that expression? A devil behind a lamb? I don't know. Or in lamb's clothes. I don't know if, anyways, it's just like you are extra careful. Didn't I say something about being extra careful and tiptoeing into this densely plane? So whatever is presenting, including this one, right? You got your ears perked and you are not releasing it. You're not putting your swords down. You are still fearful that they could be devilish, or they could trigger in you some sort of bad habits, or unhealthy mannerisms, or yeah, you feel me, right? I hope if this resonates, you completely understand why you're reacting the way that you're reacting. It's like there is this embedded fear in you that things could go south with the devil, and you're just projecting all of this onto them. But I want to say what they're bringing is just so unbelievably magic, actually, because we also have the Magician here. So the Ace of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the Magician, and this is all of them. It's like it's this relationship here. So from the first part that we saw them come with the Knight of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles, it's here also. It's like all they want to do is bring you love, but also bring you excitement. It's like they want to, it's almost like they want to distract you with a magic trick, but make it fun, make it joyful, make it uplifting. It's like they want to make you laugh. They want to, yeah, it's just actually very, very, very beautiful. So whatever they're doing here, it's like they are putting on a show for you to really let go of this fear of anticipating only the bad things, right? Or expecting only things to go south, or thinking only on the negative side of things, right? Through this lens, which is very distorted, which is bringing you this this feeling of not being able to trust anyone, especially this one who seems to be so perfectly fitting for you that they can read and they can shower you with love and they can adapt to whatever whatever challenge you put for them. It's like, Cancer, I feel like they're trying to play a trick on you because they feel like you are tricky. It's like you are a tricky person, a tricky character, someone that's not easy to deal with, or it's easy to read, but and easy to react, or I feel like I'm not doing this justice. It's like this magician is coming through as magic tricks, okay, for both of you, but the way that they are reacting to you, it's like you are challenging them constantly with your mistrust, with your sense of always being pessimist in a sense, and they are just wanting to lift up the spirits and bring you joy and bring you light and bring you just this sense of newness, of it's like movement. It's like they want to bring you dynamism, where first you are just too set on your own ways, and it's like things are starting to get very cold and very rigid and very stuck here, right? And they're wanting to just shake things a little bit or bring more spontaneity. This is what I'm seeing here. It's like they want to put on a show for you. That's the thing. It's like they just want to move and dance and just relax, make you feel a little bit relaxed. And I feel like there's going to get to a point, Cancer, where for you will be able to start seeing the magic. So so far it's like whatever reaction that they have towards you to respond to your challenges that you're presenting to them, consciously or unconscious, I want to say, because I feel like in the beginning that we saw in the first part, especially with these two cards, it's like you were doing your thing. You were tiptoeing along your life, being very cautious with your own life, and when they suddenly came in, bringing you exactly what you were waiting for, but thinking that you were doing fine on your own, in a sense, you were very reactive. It's like you were putting even stronger walls around you, right? Especially in your mind. It's like your thoughts would it's like you were seeking protection in your mind. You were seeking, especially because of these two cards, right? The Two of Swords and the Devil. It's like you were seeking comfort in what was familiar to you, and what was familiar to you was this devil energy, which actually was more blinding than you thought. But they coming with also this King of Swords, not only the King of Wands, it's like they can read that, they can find that in you, they can see that. So whatever they're doing, however they are approaching you, however they are responding to your challenges towards them, it's like they're doing so very masterfully. They are doing it very, very masterfully. And because they have this ability to really, it's just like they can lift up the room. They can really, it's like they know the energy that they carry because they know what they're drinking from. They are drinking from this source, which actually you are too, Cancer. You're just not seeing that others, or especially this one, can do so too, but in a different way than you were doing. I feel like there is just this misunderstanding in your part that you thought that the way that you're doing previously was the only way. And when somebody brings you something that you were expecting but in a different kind of way, especially coming from another, it's like there is a lot of mistrust on your part and a lot of fears coming back towards you. And so whatever they're doing, they are lifting up the spirits again, the mood again. It's like, that's the thing. They want to lift up your mood. It's like you're in a bit of a funk right now. You are moody, Cancer. And you know, being a Cancer myself, I know how they can be, especially because, well, you know, we are guided by the moon, ruled by the moon, and the moon moves signs every 2.5 days. So yes, that can cause a lot of shifting and, you know, restlessness emotionally. So I feel you, Cancer. I really do. I just feel like there is this sort of misunderstanding happening for you at this moment, that you were not able to see how wise they are, but also how masterful they are, because they are close to this source even more than you think. And so I feel like these two cards that are ending, that, you know, are coming after these, are showing how this response that they are bringing to you is actually very nurturing and helping you to really end a cycle that is really important, but also, you know, maybe it has drained you for far too long, right? So after the Magician, we have these two cards, the Ten of Swords and the World card. And you know, before the World card appeared, this Ten of Swords was talking to me about you moving on from this, it's like, it's just this mental trigger that whenever you feel like you are in danger and you need to really find safety and security, it's like instinctively you, your brain or your mind or your thoughts run to the bad things that happen to you, right? So whenever something is perking up your ears and making you feel like you need to be alert all the time, because how can good things happen when so many bad things already happened to me, right? But I want to say the bad things are ending. And I should say, with these two cards, so when this card came, as I said, it's like you're moving on from this mental trigger of yours, or this mental instinct that, you know, it's like the easiest path that you have always found yourself in, or that you found comfort in. That's the thing. The easiest path that you always found comfort in was to be distrusting of everyone and anyone, or any situation, or any kind of goodness, because why would anyone do good for you if so many other people in your past, you know, have done really bad things to you, right? So this mental trigger that always finds this shortcut, you know, the easiest path to protection, to self-preservation, is ending. And not only with the Ten of Swords, with the World card ending this extended, what I heard was it's a very clear cut. It's like, it's almost like to me as a reader, the way that I received it was like this, almost like this voice of God saying, it's the end. Don't worry, Cancer, it's the end. This is the final go that you will have to deal with this fear. So it's almost like, do you see this? Do you see this fear? Look it in the eye, because it's going to be the last time. So don't be afraid that your reaction towards this loving person that is coming through, right, with the King of Wands and the King of Swords, whoever they are genuine. They are really loving, and they're really a light person. They really want to bring you up, to lift you up. So even though you are testing them, it's like, it's a good thing that you're testing them, right? Because they're proving to you that they are genuine. So it's like you can trust them, right? From this moment on, especially because at the bottom of the deck we have the Hierophant. And this Hierophant today is coming through as trust, as reliable, as being someone that, you know, you can really find comfort, but also stability and trust for the long term. So it's talking about a firmer ground, much firmer than you were finding on your own when you were building these thick walls on your own, right? And so it is the end. It's the end of a really heavy cycle, one that you were, it's like perhaps you've grown accustomed to always, you know, going back to these memories, or, you know, not really desiring to go back to this situation. So always remembering in order to really not forget, for it to not repeat. As I said, it's like you don't want this to repeat, so it's like you're always remembering what you had gone through, so you didn't suffer anymore, right? But it's the end. It's like the suffering is over, the pain is over, the depletion is over. It's like there is a new world about to bloom for you, and one that you can trust in. It's interesting how this Hierophant today is coming through as trust in a reading that is filled with a lot of mistrust from your part, Cancer. So after all of that, let's see what the astrological runes have to add as a final guidance for you, Cancer. Oh yeah, okay. This is something that is actually very sensitive to you. So the rune that came through is Chiron. And Chiron is the wounded healer. So wherever is this wounding, wherever is this pain for you, Cancer, is exactly the source of healing, the source of light. So the sun that you're waiting to rise is exactly where you are going to find your deepest fears. So it's all in the same place, right? So you are going to be ready to play again. You are going to be ready to laugh, to have fun, to enjoy yourself, to enjoy the company of this one. But I feel like first there is this need for you to really confront yourself with these deepest fears of yours, right? Especially because it's coming through, you know, very prominently as another one. So it's like this other one, instead of this projection that you're doing that they could be a repetition of the devil energy in your life, in reality it's like there is something magical going on in the air that is making this shift from the pain to the cure, right? To healing, to really overcoming. This is so It's amazing, actually. It's like this ending of a cycle that, as I said, it's like, so this world, it's also coming through as this final point, right? Final dot at the end of the sentence. It's like the sentence is over. This sentence is over, right? Uh, it's time for healing, Cancer. It's time for you to really trust again, right? That we saw with the Hierophant. It's time for you to really come back to your core and realize that really there is room for opening up yourself again. It's like you don't need the thick walls that we saw here, right? And here. So you are healing. You are healing, and this person is helping you, even though you are, it's like this back and forth between, how can this be true? They're so good. They're, you know, they're just so exceptionally beautiful and loving and energizing and spontaneous. How can this be true when all of the experiences that I have, they're just so awful, right? With the devil. So this is the switch. This is this magic that is happening. So allow yourself to heal, Cancer. Allow yourself to see that in your darkest hours, you know, hidden within your fears, it's actually the healing that you need and the healing that you're seeking, right? So, Cancer, this is your reading. I hope this was insightful, you know, and helpful in any way. Thank you so much for being here with me. I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.